Hey folks, right, that should be working. It looks to be. Lighting looks all fine. Let me grab music. Oh, it's also definitely going to be on the wrong. There we go. Right, I must have remembered for once. Nice. Okay. Right. No issues, no hiccups. This is good. It is not quite as cold in my house today, which is very nice. It is almost double digits outside, which means it is decisively over double digits in this room, which is nice. Yeah. I'm working on more plant creatures today. Going to be a pretty bog standard stream, really, very similar to what I was doing last Thursday. I am this close to catching up on all my work. This close. I can feel it in my bones. So hopefully, fingers crossed, things will be able to sort of get back to normal here in the coming weeks. Hopefully. Again, no guarantees though. Right. So this is the kind of stuff we did last week. We did the Topiary Guardians. I need to get all of this. This should already be this color, but I will need to go through and futz with things. I should imagine. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's the thing. I didn't check the audio, but it seems to be fine. So we like to see it. I did also, because as one fun thing is I've had a major tech upgrade. Where's my bag? Well, I've got my bag. I got myself a new laptop. Someone I know who gets a lot of free laptops all the time gave me a free laptop. I was looking at paying about 700 quid for a new laptop, and they just gave me this thing. It's much better. This is Craig. I couldn't think of I could think of a funny name, but I figured specifically not giving it a clever name and just calling it Craig would be funny. So I've been using this thing, and I've been working here and there. Also means that I did... Fuck, I need to flip the camera every time. There's always something. Always. Every time. It's always the camera. It's always the fucking camera. God damn it. Although you can see it. I have to roll the camera. Yes, it's Craig. But, yes. So I actually, because I took I took Craig. I can't tell if it's in frame because it just sort of disappears because it's like a gloss or something. I took it to my D&D game yesterday, and someone was like an hour late because they slept in, basically, which is a mood. I've personally not done that before, but I've done similar things. Yeah, I ended up making the last of the treants I wanted to do, which is the Treant Swarmkeeper. It can speak with animals, which I kind of wish I'm going to give that to the druid as well. The Treant druid. That makes sense. I'll give it to them too. But they are full of bugs. They do extra poison damage on their main attacks. They have notably more hit points, and they also they can spawn swarms of wasps, and they can have things sting. They get extra attacks and stuff like that. That's one thing I was going to do. I was going to make it so their grasping roots attack. Poison damage and yeah, there we go. Right, I'm going to put Craig away because I'm not going to have it sat awkwardly on my lap. Bam. For those that don't know, my machines, of which there are many, I say of which there are many, of which there are more than one, all have... I'll go through the druid in a sec. But long story short, it's Spellcaster. They all have names. This computer that you are watching this on, this is Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. This phone is Dr. Kinterbor's Bean Mean Machine. My old laptop, which is in a drawer over there now, is called Pre-Bricked Technology because it was a pile of shit and I'd had it for about 8 years. No, I think I genuinely have actually had it for about 8 years. I think I've had it for as long as I've been playing D&D, that's for sure. I also bought myself an Amazon wiretap, which I have named Evil Siri. Not that Siri isn't already evil, but like, you know, especially evil Siri. Right. So, the Treant Druid has all of the combat capabilities of a regular Treant, but I've given them back this Animate Trees ability, and they also have some pretty good spells, basically. Like, they're very simple. But they do get Wrath of Nature, which is very good. They get Plant Growth, which is very good. Erupting Earth is pretty decent. Grasping Vine, when it's cheap, is not bad. Spike Growth is good. They get Entangle at will, that's fun. What else did we do last week? I believe we made the Bassadrond, which is like a big mushroom tripod creature that spits out hallucinogenic spores. We also made the Bloodthorn, which is a big tangle of thorns, believe it or not. They engulf you similarly to a Shambling Mound. That's the creature I'm thinking of. But they also drain your health while they're doing it. They're also a much lower CR. The CR3 is supposed to like CR6, I think. He says, I think that's, they're either 6 or 5. I think it's 6. Nope, it's 5. But I'm going to go through my pretty extensive list of other creatures that I want to do. I'm going to do some conversions, going to make a couple of the new ones as well, because I have a short list of new monsters I want to do that I'm going to slowly grow, and a big list of plants from 3.5. I don't actually have very many plant creatures to revamp. It kind of defeats the point a little bit of like you know, like Golem and Beast. They had a theme of specifically going, okay, this creature type is boring, let's make them interesting, and then for good measure let's add some new ones. Golem, I think, really kind of hits the nail on the head of like striking a balance between new shit and revamped old shit. I feel like there could be more new shit in Golem, but the new stuff that's there is actually really good. Whereas this, I feel, is going to be mostly conversions of old monsters, because Golem had like a few of those. It had like the Grizzgol, and it had the big head for a hole monster. I don't remember. A hole for a head monster. I don't remember what it was called. It's called the Gloom Golem in 3.5, but I called it something else because I didn't want to make another Golem because that's boring. Gloomgad, that was it. Gloomgad. There was a couple of those. There was like those two, and there was like 2, maybe 3 others, and there was a bunch of new stuff as well. Whereas this, I have like 4 plants, literally all of which are from what is it? Tomb of Annihilation. I guess there's the Treant as well, which is like fairly noteworthy, and I want to do something with Myconids, but it's not really a case of redesigning them. It's just I want to make more Myconids. In the same way that like Storm King's Thunder gives you more giants. That's kind of what I want to do here. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I will inevitably like go through the list of plants one or 2 more times and sort of make some form of decision on, okay, maybe I can do something with this that's a bit more interesting than what they've already done. Eventually, I'm going to compile all of these books together into like a mega book that will, go on the guild, have like a, some fancy layout, really pretty cover, and basically once I've been through all the creature types I want to go through, which will take some time for fairly obvious reasons, I should think. Right, either way, I'm going to get started now, and I am going to I have a monster lined up that I think I'm going to start with that. I did sort of double, sort of go back and think, oh, maybe I should do something else. But no, I'm going to start with this thing, so I think it's cool. This thing is the Green Vise. It is a CR10 creature, which is pretty cool, from 3.5. Let me go find the art that I have. I have some here somewhere. No, that's the wrong document. Maybe this is the right... No, no, that's not. That's... Why does it keep opening on that tab? That's very annoying. Let's go here. Let's go. Yes, it's in here. No, no, it isn't in here. It isn't in here. It's in... There. There it is. Took me a while, but I found it. There's actually 2 sets of art for this creature, which is kind of annoying, actually, because it means I can't really use it more than once, which kind of sucks, but yeah, whatever, it's fine. It is this thing. I think I showed this in an earlier stream. I'm very much a fan of this thing's design. I think it's cool. One thing I didn't notice this skull. This thing is huge, like huge size. Like a person comes up to probably about like here, but this thing is big. It's like big. So I found there's another piece of art in here which I kind of like the look of, but I'm not really sure what it is that I am looking at. Oh, it's a shambling mound from an old edition. I think. No, it isn't. I don't know what that is then. I will find out. Now, let me... I apologize if I'm a little spacey today, because I'm fucking exhausted. I went to bed like quite late last night, and I woke up before my alarm went off. It was just all in all a bad time. I was like one of those nights where you sort of wake up and you fall asleep, and you wake up and you fall asleep. It's like one of those. It's horrible. No, just all in all bad experience. Found a TV tropes, which is good. Oh, here we go. It's a vine spawn. I don't know what that is, but it seems kind of neat, I guess. I'd like to see a vine. Let's add that to the list. Oh no. Bar. Oh, I need to... Every time I have to close the thing. The sticky notes app is very finicky. Like vine spawn, was it? It's a woodwode. It's not what I want. Vine spawn. Oh, I forgot about the Yggdrasti. Oh, aren't they in... Oh, of course, they're in, Yes, I forgot about the, The Yggdrasti are in Spelljammer. I'll actually have to look at those because I haven't really sort of taken the chance to. God, I've bloody lost the thing. Because I expanded the tab I was looking at, and now it's bloody taking me all the way to the bottom. Where the fuck am I? The fuck is a Vivisect? Oh, that thing is sick as hell. Oh damn, that's cool. A Viper Tree. That's cool. I'm writing that fucking down as well. Holy shit. It's vine, yeah, vine spawn, one word. Yeah, vine spawn, very simple, very simple creature. But I think we can sort of have some benefit from having like a creature that is, you know, a sack of hit points that punches you if there's like one of them in the book, you know. Either way, gonna start working on the green vise. I've also improved my auto hotkey script, so they are a lot better. Oh, that is something. That is actually something that I need to change in the aforementioned auto hotkey script, because I added an extra thing. But there we are. It now doesn't just like spit out it line by line, it goes and reads a file, copies it, and then pastes it. And also I've put in some extra bits like type and subtype and stuff just to save me time. It is a huge plant. It is unaligned, just like basically everything else. But basically everything in this book is going to be either unaligned or specifically evil for some reason. Pretty much no exception. I may have to come up with a very specific exception, because that pattern is kind of annoying to think about. I may do that. Either way. How strong are these things? Where are your stats? 29 strength. Yeah, this is 3.5 at work here. That's, yeah, no, we ain't doing that. That's one thing. Let me go grab the Bloodthorn. Maybe not the Bloodthorn, maybe the Bassitrond? Yes? Question mark? These things have eyes? They do, don't they, right? No, they do not. But I guess they could have tremor sense. That kind of makes sense. See, probably my favorite plant creature I've ever made is actually locked behind, it's in a magazine that I wrote for earlier on this year. It's like a really cool creature, but I can't publish it because it's in that and they own the rights to it because I wrote for them. It's like magazines pay, you know, generally pay really well because they pay you to just write an article for them, and it's great work because it's not an enormous amount of work and you get paid a good amount of money for it. You know, like, you know, minimum like 10 cents a word. It's usually pretty lucrative. But it means that your work is just sort of just gone. Like, you just can't do anything with it. Which is a shame. Right. Green vise. Oh damn, there is a hella delay on the stream. Ooh. Well, bitrate seems pretty stable, so that's weird. There was a blip earlier on. I saw that, but even then, very strange. Oh well, that's not really a big deal. Right, this thing is CR10, so that's +4. I'm gonna try and stick to the CR, because might as well. There's no point in not, right? Just arbitrarily changing it. Unless I see a very specific reason to, I'm not gonna just change it just cause. CR10 nets you 5,900 experience. Ooh, just enough. I might actually chop off one of these just to make it fit a little better. Languages. I don't reckon this thing speaks any languages. I'd be right. It is just kind of a guy. It's also really stupid, so yeah, that would make an amount of sense too. I'm gonna give this thing 10 dexterity. I'm gonna give it 24 strength and 21 constitution. Pretty good this thing, like. Honestly, let's give it like 12 dex. Why not? It's cool. 16. Even keep it in line with 3.5 because it doesn't have a ridiculous AC. 20-foot speed. It's kind of. See, the problem is it's going to be differentiating this thing from the Tendriculus. What attacks does it have? It has a slam attack. Has a bite as well. Whew. Oh. Oh, whoops. Dandelions like and tremor sense? Nah, definitely not. You know what? Let's just give them dark vision. Dark vision, 120 feet. Tremor sense, 30 feet. That's kind of cool, actually. I like that. Ah, okay, that makes more sense then. Now, this thing isn't going to have magic resistance. Oh, that's a thing I forgot. It is. It is immune to acid damage. Because it can spew a death fog, which I think is kind of cool. Obscured by foliage. Mask of the Wild. Even when it's only lightly obscured by foliage. So multi-attack, it's obviously going to have a bite attack. So the problem is this is another creature that eats you. It's just everything in this game eats you. Why does everything eat you? Because I don't want this thing to just be the Tendriculus. I think it eating you is just not interesting. Like, it just isn't. I'm gonna nix that. I am gonna give it stench though. I like stench. Stench is a cool ability the game just doesn't really use at all. Let me look at ghouls. I believe ghouls have stench. No, it's just ghasts that do. That seems weird, but I'm not going to question it. Yeah, yeah. What's designers are into vor apparently. It's just everything. Like, I understand kind of there is a visceral horror in being consumed by a scary monster, right? Like, in like you know, you basically, people are wired in two ways. Being inside the stomach of a monster is either horrifying because you're being dissolved by acid, or think about it the other way. You know, this way is sensible. This way is, I'm not really sure I want to unpack it, but I'm sure there's an avenue where it makes sense. Maybe, I don't know, but it's if you do it, you're playing both sides, and it's yeah. Green visor stench for 24 hours. So this thing is 11. That's DC 19. This thing's pretty gnarly. Let's do DC 17. This is DC 19's a bit high. Stink. Oh, I could alternatively be incredibly mean. Stench cloud. Yeah, no, it like there is a player, poor Finn, in who plays in a lot of my games. He has been vored by monsters, I think, on like 9 separate occasions, all different monsters, mostly on like the same 3 characters. I think he played like 2 characters in one of my campaigns. He played like an Aarakocra rogue, and he played a Dragonborn bard, and both of them were eaten by a monster, like a purple worm, or a glacial purple worm, or a core spawn worm, a massacre worm in my Magic the Gathering campaign. Like, all of his characters have been vored by a monster at least once. Most of them multiple times. I think the only time he hasn't been is in the campaign that I run on a Thursday that just finished. Don't think. Apparently so. Yeah, it was just, he's just always in the position against creatures that have a swallow action, and he's always just like in melee with them. And it's like, well, guess you're getting vored again. It's become one of those sort of natural running jokes in the group, which is the kind of jokes that I quite like at the table, where they're naturally formed rather than like painfully forced. So yeah, welcome in, Marsh. Currently sort of converting some 3.5 monsters and making some new ones as well. Currently converting this thing from 3.5, it's big, very big Venus Flytrap monster. Yeah, with proper teeth and everything, like the whole shebang. The gas spreads around corners. Our creature starts its turn in the area. Let's make it DC 17. I'll just put succeed. It must succeed on a DC 17 Constitution saving throw. So it has Stench Plus. It emits an aura of stinking cloud around it, which I think is... I might honestly just boost this to 30 feet. That makes this thing really fucking dangerous. Like, just being near it means you might lose your turn. I will put... I will probably add, because this is a, it can cause you to lose your turn multiple times in a row. There we go. Immune to the stench clouds of all green visors. Of all green visors or green vise? Is this a no s plural word? Green vise. Let's check. Forgotten Realms, green vise, because the wiki will. Forgotten Realms semantic wiki is down and broken. Let me bust open Adobe Acrobat. Where's my monster manual? Green vise. Green vises. Green vises. Right, so we've given it a cool ability that distinctly separates it from the Tendriculus, because two sort of tier 2 CR level huge sized plant creatures that are kind of slow and can eat you is like, there needs to be a distinction, and this thing smelling real bad is probably the best sort of initial sort of solve for that, I suppose. Right, so either way, back to making the bite attacks, and this thing has plus 11 to hit, which is pretty scary. Like, plus 11 is a lot. 10-foot reach seems fair. It does have a really long. You know what? Let's give it a 15-foot reach. Fuck it. This thing is this thing's it's got a big old long neck. It's gonna get you. I'm thinking we go 2d10 plus 7. That's 18 points of piercing damage. This is just me spitballing numbers. Piercing damage plus. This thing needs to do acid damage on its bite. My hair is all. Yeah. Plus an amount. How much? Let's start 2d8. Let's go 2d8. Plus 2d8 acid damage. As a slam attack. On target, hit. I guess we just go 2d6 plus 7, that's 14. Oh, plus 7 bludgeoning damage. This is just me, just sort of spitballing here. This is this thing's main ability in Death Cloud if available, or Swallow. So look at the Behir. The Behir has an ability like this. But here's the same, basically the same CR as well, so that's good. Escape DC is very high. It's DC 19. But here's huge. This makes a difference. They are. Cool. Right. How does this thing's Death Cloud ability works? It just makes acidic fog. Two acid spittle attacks. So let's give it an acid spittle. Yeah, basically. Acid spittle ranged weapon attack. Plus 11 to hit. Reach. Oh no, it's not reach, it's range 20 to 60 feet. Green Visor's acid damage is doubled against objects and structures. Death Cloud. Exhales an acidic fog in a 20-foot cube. Let's go 30-foot cube. Fog spreads around corners and its area is heavily obscured. enters the area for the first time on a turn. Start. DC 17. Constitution saving throw. Taking... does Cloud Kill? Is Cloud Kill blown away? Right, how much damage does this thing do? Must make a saving throw. On a failure, a creature takes... There we go. Right, let's check the damage on this thing. This has AC, well, let's check the CR, I guess, on this thing. I haven't given it hit points yet, so that's a thing. Doesn't really have... It has the Stench Cloud, which is very significant. And it does... Has two different sort of modes of dealing damage. It does 27, and then 14 plus 14. Does about 64 damage per round. Has 11 to hit. CR 12, apparently, offensively. So I guess this thing we just need to make sure it's not too overtuned. I might reduce this damage a little bit as well. Just to was it 21? Yeah, 21. Oh yeah, it's literally right there because that's how much damage its stomach acid does. 21 plus 14 plus 14 plus 18 plus 9 plus 16 plus 16 divided by 2 is 54. There we go. There we go. Right. Hit points. This thing is huge. It has 21 con. Should feasibly have, say, 18 d12. Let's go 19. 19 d. Yeah, let's go 19 d12. That feels good. $19d12 plus 95. Is that right? I don't know if that's right. No, it is. Never mind. So it has 218 hit points. This I like a lot. This is quite a simple creature, but it is very dangerous in a number of different ways. It can eat you. It has this Death Cloud ability, which it is immune to. It can stand inside of and use its tremor sense to still be able to see. It has the Stench Cloud, which, you know, standing near it is very, very dangerous. Oh, a very important thing. upon it settles into harmless powder. This thing is cool. It's an acid-spitting, acid-breathing plant. I think that's cool. Oh, my chair squeaked. This is cold. I am also incredibly hungry. Like, holy shit, I am hungry. Alright, we'll go get food later because it's a bit early to break right now. Whew. Okay, that is one off the old list. I'm very happy with that. I think it's cool. Now I think I want to look at one of the new creatures that I want to do. So I'm going to do that. So actually, let's go get a creature as a benchmark. A benchmark for what I want. Oh, I forgot to... So, it's a Hydra. Fairly simple. However, things are about to get a lot spicier. For starters, CR10. Yoink this text. And, what if I told you I could put this text? A Phytohydra. Big plant Hydra. Also, we have access to Ravnica, as per guild terms, so... You bet we're doing that. Wow, Hydras are fucking stupid, huh? Hydras are like advanced level idiots. Holy shit, this is news to me. It's kind of cool anyway. We take those. Right, huge plant Hydra unaligned. Does it have a swim speed? Probably not. So let me go grab. Let's find the creature I'm thinking of. Oh wow, that yeah, basically. Well, I'll just have to give you the card. This is a Phytohydra. This is the card from the original Ravnica in like 2005. I think it's 2005, was it? Yeah, 2000. Look, yeah, it says on the copyright anyway. I can just about read it. Very small and very blurry. So yeah, Phytohydra is a big, scary guy. It is, you know, on the surface, just a Hydra, which, you know, is not super interesting, but there are things we can do with that to make it more interesting. How many heads are in this art? 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks to just be 4, but even so. So no swim speed, we're going to give it instead a climb speed. Climb 30 feet, we're going to give it... Ooh, that's something I forgot to give, is... The green vise will not require sleep. Oh, it's gonna... Oh no, it didn't. It didn't. Green vise doesn't require sleep. Blind beyond this radius. So we basically need to go in and make a creature that's like a Hydra, but more interesting. Right, so I think probably keeping its... Let's increase its dexterity a bit. Oh, shit. Let's give it the traditional immunities. Blinded, deafened, exhaustion. So... Oh. Cracking the bones in my neck. Don't mind me. Right. Piercing damage plus... Now this thing strikes me as the kind of creature to deal poison damage. Let's just stick a flat 1d6 poison damage. I feel like the multiple heads thing just works really well. I might increase the damage to... You know, actually no, let's just keep it at 25. Oh, I guess it can't be blinded, deafened, or exhausted, so that's... There we go. Oh, that's also very important. I put in these spaces here, so it's more legible. Plus poison damage. And let me go look at the wording of the Kraken real quick. That is important. One use of poison breath, or let's do pollen. Poison breath, yeah. Pollen breath. It's 9, so DC 17. Gain a point of pollen. Because it can do 13 points of damage to you, or it can stack up a bunch of points of pollen on you straight away and start to melt your health very quickly. Look at fire elementals. Nope, never mind. Snaring Strike. I don't think I'm spelling a crude right. Was it like that? Yeah, it's 2 C's. Yeah, this thing is pretty brutal. I might go like that. Yeah, it's all good. I'd say thanks for stopping by. Can immediately use its pollen breath. And targets at least that creature. That is cool. Yeah, I like this thing. I like this thing a lot. This thing is terrifying. Oh shit. Spider climb. I need to give it more hit points, but looking at... So, let's say one turn, it just bites 5 times. Just 5 times. So that is 65 points of damage. or it uses pollen breath 5 times. Five is 17.5, so right, let's go 17d12. 17 times 5 is, I mean, it's 195. Oh, of course, 85. I'm an idiot. I like this thing. It's very simple, but I do like it a lot. Main problem will be getting art for it, but I'm sure I'll be able to manage. Like, it is different enough from a Hydra, namely because of this pollen breath ability, where I feel it justifies it otherwise being very, very similar to one. It is a beefed up Hydra, basically. So what it's for, ostensibly. So that is one of my new monster ideas. I have some more, but none of them are quite as fleshed out as that. Like, I have Dandelion creature listed just like as a thing, and like Thistle monster again. I don't know what the fuck that is. I just like that's like an idea that's just in my head. Like, that's it. I'm gonna fairly well, yeah. I'll say currently just sort of working my way through various bits and pieces. Lots of new plant monsters made of plant creatures. So I'm moving on from constructs to plants. I've made a Phytohydra and a revamped the green vise from 3.5, which is a big, like a very big Venus flytrap, like the classic, like Little Shop of Horrors, I think is the movie where, you know, the big, you know, like big mouth with the teeth and stuff. It's one of those. Oh, I'm looking at Amador the Dandelion from Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and I want to make this a creature. Do I call them Dandelions? Oh yeah, yes, I have to call them Dandelions. That's just a good name. I was like, it's too simple, and I said it out loud, and I'm like, you know what? No, this is perfect. This is fantastic. See, the problem is, I could make them a player race. I'm very tempted to. I'm sorely tempted to make them a player race. They can communicate with beasts and plants. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I guess we're making a player race now. Dandelion. Let me go look at how player races are formatted as of Murdy Curdy's. Very simply, 1 to 2 paragraphs of flavor text, and then Dandelion traits. Joe's gonna like this. He fucking loves Amador. Not just specifically Amador, all of the things in Wild Beyond the Witchlight, but even so. Is Amador... Nope, normal speed. This has turned into an impromptu Lamau. We're making a race now stream, which is kind of funny. Oh, it's specifically plant creatures. Okay, right, that makes a lot more sense. So, speak with beasts and plants. Amador is such a blank slate. I mean, I can just do whatever I want. He has a seed sling ability. I'm not sure if that means he has a sling or he throws seeds at people. For reference, this... Oh, I moved it to the wrong place. This is Amador. Like, very mild spoilers for Wild Beyond the Witchlight. But, like, he's just a dandelion. He's great. He's just fantastic. Yeah, they're fantastic. Speak with beasts and plants. Let me look at some of the small races in all Murdy Curdy's and see what I can find as like inspiration for like core abilities, because races are like massively upticked in power now, like just like massively so, right? I could give them brave. I'm kind of here for that, not gonna lie. Hang on. And we go on to one, because do halflings keep brave in 1D&D? Is that a thing, or did they ditch that? I think they kept it, but I'm not sure. Character races, the silly oddling nonsense. God, I forgot how ugly the 1D&D layout is. It's so shit looking. Yes, they do keep. Let's give them brave. That makes sense. They need like a wow factor feature, something that makes you go, I want to play this because this ability is good. Like, obviously people are going to want to play this because you're a funny dandelion man. Like, people are going to like that. But I want something where I look at this and I go, this is the reason for me to play this. This is a cool ability, and I'm not seeing what that is quite yet. Oh, I have an idea for something. See, that makes sense, but then they're not. It's a dandelion. Dandelions don't throw spores at things. Like, it seems like the obvious option, but I want to avoid it because it is just kind of generic plant ability, you know? But if I can't think of anything, that will be what I end up going for, to be honest, but... That does make sense. I will. That's a good idea. I will consider that. When you fall, your rate of descent is 60 feet per round. When you land, you take no falling damage and can land on your feet. So you are immune to falling damage. Very niche, but I like it. Let's look at dwarves. Dwarves have a similar ability to... Weed resilience. It's poison and disease, and you have resistance against poison damage. Maybe we can sort of apply sort of a general kind of like nature to them. Because these are all like very minor abilities on the surface. Like advantage on saving throws against being frightened, immunity to falling damage, speaking with beasts and plants. Like that one is actually really good, but it's just very niche. Resistance to poison is pretty cool, but we need something, some kind of wow factor, you know? You're a plant. Oh, I missed a space here. I feel like we need something else. Just something. Like we've got, again, like I said, we've got a lot of like little incidental abilities, but nothing that really feels like holy shit, I should really pick this race. Because like the Duragar, they have like Dwarven Resilience, which is very similar to the Weed Resilience that they have. I'm gonna have to call it like Dandelion Resilience, because calling it Weed Resilience is just inviting jokes about weed, and I want to not have that. Because they have Psionic Fortitude as well. Oh, they do specify they have saving throws. They have Brave. They have advantage against being poisoned and against being frightened. That's actually really good. Let's see how it goes. Dandelion toughness. Where is Goliath on here? Whenever you take damage, you take damage that isn't fire damage. No, this is just Stone's Endurance. It's just Stone's Endurance. We need something. We need something else. I do not know what the fuck that is. I have an idea. I'm gonna steal something from one D&D dwarf, but I think it's a cool ability, so I'm gonna steal it anyway. I don't care. Ooh. Let me check this thing again. This has turned into a very different stream than what I was expecting, but here we are. We're making a dandelion person race, and I think that's wonderful. So, oh, I might have to get AJ to draw something of this, because I don't think I'm going to find stock art of this, which I'm for the record very much okay with, but definitely gonna need to get a little bit of art done for this. Even if it's only something simple. I might nix Brave just because it's like a flavor thing that I don't necessarily want to be applied to every single dandelion person, you know? But I don't have any problems with it, obviously. Player, races, Murdy Curdy's, skill proficiency. Where's the thing that I wanted? Let's go back to the Duragar, maybe? Speak with plant spell with this trait without requiring requiring material components, question mark? Does it require it? No. Not requiring somatic components. Isn't quite as interesting as I would have wanted, but it is like, it is actually quite useful. Like it has its uses, that's for sure. I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break there because I'm fucking starving. I'll be back in sort of about 10 or 15 minutes. When I come back, I will probably go for another sort of 20 minutes or so, and I'm gonna stop for there because I've to go speak to a player this evening and make a character with them for a campaign. But yeah, I'm gonna head off here. Well, not head off. No, I'm gonna go take a break here. I'll be back in about 15 minutes. If people need to head off now, that's all good. Otherwise, I shall return shortly. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Oh, got to change my audio device back. Oh. No. Right. I like choked on some water before this, so I'm like a bit frazzled. I'm fine, but it's not a fun time. No. Right. Nope. Right. I think that's it for the Dandelions. Certainly the Dandelion creatures, anyway, or the Dandelion race. I will probably make some Dandelions, like Dandelion monster stat blocks, like a Dandelion knight and stuff like Amador. But I will save that for another time. Or will I? Actually, no. Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna do it now. Oh. Dandelion Knight. Small plant. Dandelion. Do they do any alignment or do they just leave it blank? I can never remember. Let me look at a Diviner Wizard or something. Yeah, they just put any alignment, that's fine. Now let's look at Amador, I guess. +13 +1. Very charismatic. CR half. That's great. Senses, passive perception. Featherweight. Oh, Christ. I have to clear my throat. Hasn't helped much, but it's done something. Helped vaguely. I forgot to give them their damage resistance. Melee weapon attack, +4 to hit, reach 5 feet. Oh, I forgot to add, spell save DC. The spell save DC isn't really needed, but I guess I might as well put it in. There. I was going to give them Entangle as well, for the sake of, like, giving them a second thing. Does Entangle? No. There we go. That I'm quite happy with. It's obviously like an adaptation of Amador. I'll make some other kind of Dandelion stat block, I think, another time, because I should probably get heading off here. I'm very happy with what we've done today, though. I'm like legitimately really happy. I did not expect to be making a race in this book, like at all. But I'm very glad I did, because I do like them a lot. As of right now, will I be back on Friday? I think I will. Let me just double check that. Yes, I am. I should be about on Friday. I may do another stream on Thursday, but it really depends. I will probably want an evening to myself this week. I say probably. I want an evening to myself this week, so there's a good chance there won't be one, but there will definitely be one as normal on Friday. The week after, I'm not quite sure. I'll be on for next Monday. I won't be on for next Friday, though, because I'm very likely going to be doing something on that day. And then the week after that, there will be a stream on Monday, and then again on Friday. And the week after that, there will be a stream on Monday, and then there won't be any more streams until the new year. So the last stream will be on the... oh, Christ. On the 19th of December. So that is 3 weeks today. So we've got, all going well, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 streams. I'm going to make as much progress as I can. I'm going to be doing some stuff where I can in my own time as well. Certainly now that I have Craig, as mentioned earlier on, I'll be able to sort of bring my work with me wherever I go with no fuss at all. That thing boots up in like 20 seconds, which is just mwah, chef's kiss. Good shit. But yeah, I'm gonna head off here. I would actually kind of want to carry on a bit, but I do have somewhere to be, and I'm also really tired as well. I don't want to push myself too much. Very happy with what we've done here today, though. We got the green vise, we got the Phytohydra, and we have the Dandelions as like a race. Like, I knew I was going to put a spell in this book. I was going to make a summon spell for plants, but putting a race in here was not something I expected to do. I'm going to have to talk to AJ about getting some art for that at another time. But yeah, I'm going to head off here. Hope folks enjoyed themselves. I will hopefully see people on Friday, maybe Thursday, probably Friday. Yeah. See ya.